and welcome to At the Forefront, Fintech Conversations. I'm Sam Belden, VP and Head of Content at Forefront, and today I'm joined by Khody Azmoon. Khody is the co-founder and CEO of Blox Markets, a retail-focused U.S. equities trading venue set to launch in 2025. Khody, welcome to At the Forefront.
Thank you, Sam. Appreciate it.
And I know that we recently saw you at the recent STA Market Structure Conference in Orlando, and a big topic there was ATS innovation. So wanted to get your perspective. How do you see the ATS landscape today? And curious to hear how you think it's evolved in recent years and any gaps that you still see in the marketplace.
Sure. So there's three parts to that. So I think from a landscape perspective, I think we have a healthy environment. I think we've seen a wave of independent ATSs launch. I think that's a good thing because it indicates that the barriers to entry are reasonable for new venues to participate. And that's great in the perspective of market participants. So we can see it create a more efficient market for them. And the market will decide, whether these products are innovative or not. From how have they evolved in the recent years? Well, I think, recently we've seen a number of, from an institutional trading perspective, looking at these independent venues, I think we've seen, thinking about Intelligent Cross, PureStream, One Chronos, the key pattern I see there is one, it's independent venues, but two, we're seeing a number of new products around periodic trading, trajectory crosses, including levels recently innovating around that, another independent venue. But more importantly, I think we're going to see more of these kind of products coming out from them focusing on the institutional side, and I'm very excited in that. From a retail perspective, we recently saw, I think we're seeing more around overnight trading. At the conference, there was discussion around how potentially overnight trading may expand to other asset classes, and we actually kind of see that already from one of the other ATSs. And we also hear things around fractional trading, so we'll see where fractional trading leads us. So it's pretty innovative both on the institutional side and on the retail side. As far as gaps goes, again, there is so much room for, at least from my perspective, around innovation, where like fractional trading, ETFs, tokenization. So we got a wave of different opportunities here, and I think these new rules that have been recently passed are creating more opportunity around retail trading too.
Great. So on that note, tell us about what you're building at Blox Markets.
Sure. So we are at Blox Markets. We're building a retail-focused U.S. NMS equities trading venue. And to be fair, for transparency purposes, we are not yet operational. We're awaiting regulatory filing, and we're subject to regulatory approvals. With that being said, we're building a trading venue, bridging the gap between retail and institutional investors.
Great. And tell me a bit about the team that you've assembled to build this platform.
Sure. So my co-founders each have about 20 plus years of U.S. equities electronic trading experience, with emphasis in trading venues. And we have a good amount of people coming from engineering backgrounds, ATS backgrounds, and that support team.
Great. Good to hear. So you touched on it just now, but the SEC's recent adoption of amendments to Reg NMS has obviously been a big topic of late, is a major milestone in what's been a lengthy process of discussion and debate within the industry around tick sizes and all the other things that go into the equity market structure reforms that have been on the table for some time. So give us your perspective on that and tell us the implications that you foresee for equity market structure.
So it's so we're talking tick size and access fee proposal.
Yep.
I think so. So we were both at the STA when the actual ruling happened. So I think a lot of people were in panels. We were outside listening to the SEC webcast in real time. But with that being said, I think it was it's interesting that the timeline it happened while we were all at the STA conference. But more importantly, I would argue a lot of people were surprised to find that it was a 5-0 vote. So by that I mean all the commissioners voted for it. So at good bipartisan support. We actually think it was expected from the way we look at it is the actual proposal itself is the most challenging, right? Because it's pretty extreme. It has all these different options in it. While the ruling itself is more of a compromise in the end of the day. So if the proposal, which already had a 5-0 vote and bipartisan support, we anticipated the actual ruling itself would have that hopefully too, which is fortunate in that case. So it's good to show that there is good bipartisan support around that. I'd also say that I think Bloomberg Intelligence, credit to Larry Tab, pointed out recently that they were quick to write up a summary on it, and they pointed out that there's going to be probably less taker-maker exchange venues out there, and we're already hearing that one exchange group is potentially going to reduce taker-maker venue. So
Interesting.
So that's something to consider. The other thing we recently read from BestX, a note from BestX Research was the amount of volume that's going to be transitioning to this new tick size. So it's interesting from that perspective, trading volume that'll be in this new tick size and the amount of stocks that'll be in there. So kudos to them for doing that research. But ultimately, we think this is a net benefit for the market as a whole. The retail investor is ultimately the winner here. And in that, we're going to see the spreads tighten. We're going to see exchange rebates come down. And we're going to see more transparency around the execution fees.
Khody, I appreciate your time and insights today. Great discussion of what you guys are building at Blox Markets and some of the other trends that you're seeing in light of recent industry developments. So for anyone tuning in, if you'd like to keep up with what Khody and his team are doing at Blox Markets, you can go to bloxmarkets.com. That's BLOX markets.com. Or for more episodes of At the Forefront like this one, you could go to forefrontcoms.com. That's comms with 2 M's, and head over to the news and insights section for a full archive of episodes. So encourage you to check that out. And Khody, thank you again for joining us today.